In this video, I'm going to be explaining a few things, so get ready for that. Yesterday, a lovely article popped up entitled, Samus Aran is a transgender woman. Deal with it. I love that as an opinion piece, it asserts itself as fact to begin with. Since then, people have been losing their goddamn minds. The article itself was penned by two different authors, so I don't know who put in what part. At some points, I'm assuming both did. At some points, I'm assuming only one did, as opposed to the other. So for the majority of the time that I reference this, I'm going to be giving the benefit of the doubt as if it was just one person, as opposed to both at all times. So what happened was yesterday, after this author, after this article was released, one of the authors, in a phrase, fucking lost it. And I'm going to be linking to the screenshot for this meltdown. There's no other word for it. In the description below. And here's where I have to explain a couple things. See, the first thing that I need to explain is why she says they are taking poison away from her. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, when poison was originally created, the censors for America would not let the game be brought over from Japan if Poison was a woman, because they were for as bad as censorship is now, censorship was insane back then, and that's kind of one of the reasons that I fight it so hard now. I don't want it to go back like it was. In order for the game to even be brought over to the States, they had to change Poison from a woman to a transgender woman. I'm going to let this sink in for a second. Back in the late 80s, early 90s, when anything but a heterosexual male or female was extremely taboo, it was more acceptable to have a trans woman than to punch a woman in a game. I'm as confused as you are, honestly. The next thing that I need to explain is her reference to this character, Vivian. I think that a few people would actually know who this is, but for those of you that don't, the character I believe she's making reference to, and I could be wrong, someone in the comments tell me if I am, is the kind of lanky purple ghost from Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door. See, originally in the Japanese version, it was strongly referenced and hinted at to the point of actually being canon that Vivian was a trans woman, whereas here in America, due to censorship, she was changed over to a born woman, which, again, I don't like. I don't like when censors change shit like that. I just don't like it at all. I prefer when creators can create the character they want and not be censored because of whatever reason of the day. She then goes to absolutely lose her goddamn mind. And the only way that I can accurately describe this is a phrase that I kept hearing come up over and over again a long time ago, and I think applies perfectly here. Oh no, we aren't coming for your games, we just want to create new games alongside them. I hate censorship in general. I don't like it when a character is changed because of the censors or having to meet a certain standard. This person, I'm not sure how they feel on this because they contradict themselves in this. On the one hand, they view the original canonical version of Vivian as the correct one, but on the other hand, now that the original creator of Poison has come out and said, I always intended to create Poison as a woman, as a born woman, she says, fuck your authorial intent and canon. So which is it? I'm confused. Oh wait, I got it. It's that fuck your canon unless it meets my specific requests. Then by all means, it's canon. At one point in this article, again, I will have an archive of it below because at this point I wouldn't be surprised if it got deleted or if it got heavily changed at some point because it is that crazy. In that article, they make reference to the fact that authorial intent is king and that whatever the author says is the final say. And they reference J.K. Rowling with that. Giving the benefit of the doubt, maybe that was the other half of this duo that said that specific thing and not this person. So I'm willing to throw a bone there. It seems rather hypocritical, though, that if your name is tied to this, and then you say the exact opposite not more than 12 hours later, I don't... This is something that I've been saying for a while now, and something that I've been fearing. These people, these journalists, are in fact really pro-censorship and, well, pro-censorship to the point that it stuff aligns with their worldview. And they want stuff created to their standard and their liking. I have seen this in a good number of reviews, actually, that keep screaming to me, this did not meet my standards of a character. I want a world where creators can make characters however they want. I don't care about a character's race. I don't care about a character's gender. I don't care about a character's sexuality. I want the people, the game devs, whoever, to make the character they want to make. I want them to tell the story they want to tell without fear of being censored or without fear of being shamed for having the audacity to not meet some political standard somewhere. And I think that this meltdown shows what I've been afraid of for a while now, and I think that this was in some ways a meltdown, but in also some ways revealing how these people really think. This was both a meltdown and a moment of honesty. And I will not be surprised if in the future they people like this go even further into this has to meet my specific standards or it's bad. Period. There is no middle ground. There is no opinion. It is this or it's bad. That kind of scares me because I've seen censorship before. I don't want to go back to heavy censorship again, and these people are, for whatever reason, advocating for it. And I don't want there to be any reason for the censors to go, ah, ha, 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 we can do it. Anyway, this has been Math Machine, kind of losing it a bit at this level of insanity, but wanting to point out the pure hypocrisy and to make people aware of what could be coming in the future. Peace out.